Hey guys, so today I wanted to film a skincare routine for you all just to talk about how I personally cleared my skin over the years. First and foremost, I'd like to address the fact that I chopped off all of my hair. I feel like I always go through these phases where I grow my hair out really long and then I do something crazy with it, like dyeing it blue or purple or something like that, and then I chop it all off when it gets annoying. So that's exactly what I did. I really like it. Right now it looks kind of crazy. I had a middle part going on, but I just ended up looking like a Lord Farquaad and I did not like that, so now it's just like parted to the side. I love having short hair. I think it really suits my face shape, so I honestly might just keep it short for a really long time. Anyway, I'm going to be showing you guys the products that I think have really transformed my skin. I want to film this video without any face makeup on. I do have my brows and some mascara, but other than that, all I have on my actual like face is my daily moisturizer, my eye cream. I didn't want to film a skincare routine with a full face of makeup, and I also can't really film a skincare routine like actually doing the steps because I share a bathroom with two other guys, so it's kind of messy, so I'd rather just show you the products and talk about them. But as for a brief history of my skin over the years, up until sophomore year of high school, my skin was really great. I have oily to combination skin, so I only really had to deal with my oily T-zone, but I didn't have any breakouts until fall semester of sophomore year in high school. It was cross-country season and I was getting really bad breakouts like along my cheekbones. I had no idea why until eventually I realized it was my sunscreen that was breaking me out. It wasn't non-comedogenic, which means that it was clogging my pores. So once I found a sunscreen that was suitable for the face, I started using that and then my breakouts went away. And then junior year and senior year of high school, my skin was pretty good. I only had like hormonal breakouts, but nothing too bad. It wasn't until spring semester of freshman year of college that my skin really started to act up, and then it got really bad sophomore year of college. I think it had a lot to do with like hormones and stress and being in a completely different environment. If you guys look back on my videos from a couple years ago, you can see my skin texture was not on point. I would get a lot of breakouts like around my mouth, along my chin, which is attributed to hormones. Even though they would be really bad around like the time I got my period, like they stayed pretty consistent. I would keep getting them. There wasn't anything I could really do, and then I would get acne scars because of that. That was probably the worst my skin has ever been. I felt really insecure about my skin. I felt like I always needed to cover it up with makeup. I didn't feel comfortable going outside without any makeup on or letting anybody see. Like staying over at my boyfriend's dorm, and when we would go to sleep at night, I would hide away from everybody on the floor because I didn't want them to see my face without any makeup on. Junior year came around and my skin slowly started to get better, but I still had a lot of acne scars and I would still get really bad hormonal breakouts. I did everything. I tried so many different skincare products. I tried like AHA, BHA, all those different types of acids and chemical peels, and I would do so much to my face. I would do like a face mask every single night. I had like a 20-step skincare routine and just nothing was working. I didn't want to have to go to a dermatologist to get prescribed something because I felt like my skin wasn't that bad, but I still felt really insecure about it. So I was trying whatever I could to fix it. One day I just sort of gave up on that routine because I realized like nothing was helping my skin. And after watching like countless YouTube videos, I realized that I needed to simplify my skincare routine and to really focus on just 4 or 5 main products that are really gonna work to clean my skin. Not necessarily like do anything about breakouts, but just really deeply clean my skin and then moisturize it. I felt like I just needed to focus on the main steps of skincare, which are to like clean, moisturize, and protect my skin. So I did some research and I realized like my skincare routine in the past was extremely expensive. I kept thinking in my mind that the higher the price of the product, the better it would work, but that was not the case at all. I spent so much money on skincare and I really regret it because now I've found a bunch of really affordable products that work for my skin. There are a couple expensive ones, but I think that they are definitely worth the money. So I'm just gonna go in the order of like my day. So like from morning to night, what I do for my skin. In the morning, I do not wash my face with a cleanser. I just wash it with water. I don't want to restrict my skin of the moisture that my nighttime products have given me. And before, I used to wash my face morning and night with a cleanser, 2 different cleansers actually, and I felt like I was just stripping my skin of its moisture. So I've decided to just wash my face with water and it's worked perfectly fine for me. I just rinse it with water, and then recently I've been spraying it with the Thayer's Witch Hazel in Lavender, and this is actually the facial mist, so it sprays onto your face, which I really like because I don't have to use cotton pads. I used to use this back in high school when my skin was really good, so I think that this is a really good product, and it hasn't broken me out yet, but I just spray this all over my face, let it dry for a second, and then I will go in with my CeraVe Facial Moisturizing Lotion with SPF 30, and this stuff is the best daily moisturizer for me. Not only does it protect my skin from the sun, but it doesn't break me out. I've struggled for a long time with finding a sunscreen that doesn't break me out, and this one doesn't at all. It looks really nice on the skin, gives me like a natural glow. This is what my skin looks like with the product on. I like that it has a pump, which is really sanitary, but this stuff is amazing. CeraVe is also a really good drugstore brand. It is a little bit pricey, but when you think about it, like some people spend $30 to $40 on a daily moisturizer, but this is only, I think, 16 to 17, and it lasts a lot longer, and it's more sanitary than the moisturizers I find at Sephora, which are usually in like the glass containers like these. So I really like that it has a pump and that you can find it at the drugstore. It's so easy to find. And then after that, I go in with my eye cream. I only use this eye cream in the morning. It's the Ole Henriksen Banana Bright Eye Cream. I think it really brightens and moisturizes my under eyes, preps it for makeup. Really, really like this stuff. I bought it a few months ago. It definitely lives up to the hype. I've been seeing it all over YouTube. That's how I found it. I wasn't using eye cream for a while, but I think that now that I'm getting older, it's important to protect my under eyes because I don't want to get wrinkles anytime soon. So I think that this is a really great under eye cream. And every morning and night, I always moisturize my lips with Smith's Minted Rose Lip Balm. This is a really great lip balm, and that's everything I do in the morning. It's really simple, and I think that it leaves a really nice base for me to just go out without any makeup on. Okay, so now for nighttime, how I take off my makeup and which products I use to take off my makeup depends on how much makeup I'm wearing that day. So if I am wearing like a full beat face, I will go in with my Up and Up Makeup Remover Cleansing Towelettes. These are similar to the Neutrogena towelettes, but for some reason I don't really like the Neutrogena towelettes. I feel like they're not soaked enough to remove my makeup, if that makes any sense. The towels feel a bit dry, and I feel like they kind of sting my eyes too, if I remember correctly. But for the past couple of years, I've been using the Up and Up brand, and I love this stuff. It's super inexpensive. I always get them in a big pack. So I'll go in with this and remove like the first layer of makeup, and then I will go in with this big boy, the CeraVe Foaming Facial Cleanser for normal to oily skin. I will use this twice at night. I will use this to remove my makeup first, so I just really rub it in and remove all of that makeup, and then I will use it to cleanse my face. And this stuff I think has really cleared my skin. For a long time I struggled finding a face wash that was gentle enough for my skin but also really effective at cleaning it. This stuff is amazing. I've gone through like 4 or 5 bottles. It's so good. It doesn't irritate my skin. I always thought that a tingly face wash was gonna get the job done, but no, that was just irritating my skin. It foams up really well. It has niacinamide to help calm skin, so it reduces any redness, and then it's non-comedogenic, so it won't clog your pores, and it's also fragrance free. So I think it's just a really nice, simple cleanser that's gonna get the job done. I love this stuff. I think it's around $16 to $17 depending on the size you get. And then I will go in with my Lush Breath of Fresh Air Toner. This is my second bottle of this stuff. This stuff is amazing. It is a pricier product in my skincare routine. I think it's around $22, $23, but it's so worth it, and this bottle lasts a really long time. And I like using this at night. It's really refreshing. I just let it soak into my skin. I think this has played a huge part in my complexion and smoothing it out. Also just balancing the oils on my skin. For a long time I've struggled with like really oily skin, but I think recently my skin has been getting better, except for like my T-zone, which will always be a problem area in my opinion. But this stuff is amazing and I highly recommend it. It's also from Lush, so it's organic. I also love that it has a pump. I think that's super efficient. I'm not being wasteful with my cotton pads. This product is everything to me. Along with my CeraVe cleanser, my Lush toner, I think that this one has really changed my skin for the better. It's the Tarte Maracuja oil. I've had like 4 or 5 bottles of these as well, and I'm running low on this one, which makes me really sad. This is definitely the priciest product in my skincare collection, but I think investing in a really good nighttime moisturizing oil is really important. Even though I have oily skin, an oil is going to help prevent my skin from producing more oil because my skin will soak up all of the moisture and won't have to produce more oil in order to keep my skin moisturized. So I love this stuff. It leaves my skin so smooth and soft in the morning. It does not break me out. A lot of people I think are afraid of oils because they think that they will clog their pores, but that is not the case at all. I do look like a greased chicken at night when I put this on, but my skin absorbs it by the morning and looks so nice and glowy. If you had to get one thing out of all the products I've talked about, I think it would have to be the Tarte Maracuja oil. And now onto face masks and scrubs. I used to be a huge face mask junkie. I would try every single face mask in the world, do like 5 or 6 different face masks a week, but I noticed that that was really damaging my skin. So I completely cut out everything that I was using. I've found a few face masks and scrubs that I think are really great and they've tremendously helped my skin. So I think the first face mask I will talk about is the Adama Ancient Clay Mask Deep Pore Cleanser. This is a face mask my brother got for me at Whole Foods, I believe. I love clay face masks. I used to use the Aztec face healing mask, but I felt like it was a little too harsh for my skin, especially with the apple cider vinegar vinegar. I felt like it was really irritating my skin. So I stopped using that. This stuff is amazing. Even though it's a clay mask, I find that it's really gentle. It doesn't break me out as much as the Aztec face healing mask would, but it still gets the job done. I noticed that my pores are a lot clearer and smaller. This is just a great face mask. It's 100% vegan, paraben free, no sulfates, gluten free. So this is a great face mask. It doesn't have all that junk that a lot of face masks have. It really just works to cleanse the skin deeply. It says tighten and rejuvenate, purify clogged pores, enhance radiant skin, and I think that it does all of that. Next I have the Freeman Polishing Charcoal and Black Sugar Gel Mask and Scrub. I got this recently, but I used it in the past and I absolutely loved it. This is a scrub I have been using to replace my Tarte Friction Stick. My Tarte Friction Stick is amazing, but since it is a high-end product, I think it's like $22 for this tiny little stick, which did last me a long time, and it worked really well too. I liked that it was very convenient. Really get in there with your problem areas and use the packaging to like dig in there and scrub off any dead skin cells. But since I didn't want to spend that much money again on so little product, I decided to get this one, and this is working just as well. What I'll do is after I cleanse my skin and I have some extra time in the shower, like I'm shaving my legs or something, I'll apply it all over the face, let it soak for like a minute before going in and like really rubbing it in there. Especially in my T-zone area, I do have like a lot of blackheads, which I've been struggling to get out, but I think that this has definitely improved my skin. It really works well to smooth it out and get rid of any acne scars. I highly recommend this stuff, and it's only $3 or $4 and you get a shit ton of product. Another face mask that I think has really improved my skin, and is also one that if you don't want to get a separate face mask and scrub, you should get this one because it's kind of like 2-in-1. It's the Lush Mask Magnaminty Face and Body Mask. It smells really good. This is what it looks like. I usually use this in the morning just to refresh my skin. It's very minty. It's like the one product that I have that's gonna really tingle your skin. It works really well and it doesn't irritate my skin, which is really good. And I noticed that the next day my skin looks so radiant. This stuff is amazing. It is a little more pricey. I think it's like $15 for this tub. Lush is a pretty expensive skincare store, but I think everything they have is amazing. So I would highly recommend checking this out if you haven't already. It's a really popular face mask. The last skincare item I want to talk about is sheet masks. Sheet masks have really changed the game for me. I never used sheet masks up until college, I think. I had heard about them, but I don't think Korean skincare or like Asian skincare really became a thing until like sophomore, junior year of college. Now everybody has hopped on the bandwagon and has really noticed how great Asian skincare is. I really love trying different sheet masks. I have a couple here. My favorites are from Amazon actually. They're the Dermal Collagen Essence masks. I have gold and pearl, but basically on Amazon for like $15 you can get a pack of like 20, I believe, and these are the last two that I have. They come with a bunch of different flavors or types. They give you a description of like what each one does. Like the gold one, it brightens, moisturizes, and is good for healthy skin, and then the pearl one moisturizes, converges, and brightens. But they have different purposes, so depending on the day I'll pick whatever one I think would suit my skin. I always only use these in the morning because I think that the layer of glow that they give me is perfect for makeup. So I'll put it on for the morning, chill for like 30 minutes, watch an episode of anime, take it off. And you want to take it off before it starts to dry on the skin because then it starts to do the opposite. It'll remove the moisture from your skin. I just rub in the residue from the face mask and let it soak into my skin, and it acts as a really great moisturizer. So I love those. And then recently I picked up the Lululoon Sweet Drop and Fresh Red sheet masks. I used one yesterday morning and these shits are moist. I freaking love these. I'm definitely gonna have to pick up more. I got them in Japantown in SF at like a little beauty shop and they were only $2 each, I believe. And then I got this JM Solution Glow Luminous Flower Firming Mask. This one looks really cool. I also really love the Tony Moly sheet masks. You can get them at Urban Outfitters or Ulta, I believe. Well, that is everything in my skincare routine. That is everything that has helped my skin tremendously over the years. I'm not an esthetician or dermatologist by any means, but I think that these products really help my skin. And if you feel like you have similar skin to mine, oily to combination, acne prone, especially hormonal acne prone, then I think that some of these products might help you. I wish I had before and after pictures, but you guys can just go look back at my videos from like 2 or 3 years ago. Any makeup tutorials before, you can usually see what my skin looked like. I had a lot of redness, problem areas like around my mouth and my T-zone. Right now my skin is pretty clear. I do have this big pimple right here and I do have like some bumps on my forehead, but I think that's attributed to my diet. I haven't really been eating as well as I usually do. Besides these products, I recommend getting sun. Not too much sun, but like enough vitamin D. I think that sunlight does a really good job at killing bacteria on the skin and just gives you that nice glow, but also protect your skin and don't get too much sun because because that could be bad for you. And then also drinking water. I suck at drinking water, but I think having a Hydro Flask really helps motivate me to drink more water, and having access to really good tap water here in the Bay Area helps too. Yeah, I think that is everything in my skincare routine. I hope you guys enjoyed the video. Please leave your skincare recommendations down below. I'd love to try new skincare products out or to hear what is working well for your skin. If you like this video, don't forget to subscribe to our channel and check us out on Twitter and Instagram at JakeBeauty8, and I'll see you in the next video. Bye guys.